kind of describe the first two and compare and contrast those two periods with the third and what you guys did well, what you did not?
Uh, I thought, we had 40 something shots. I thought we had the right mentality offensively. Thought we didn't spend much time in our zone in the first two, or I mean, even in the third for a good chunk of that period. And then, just stuff that happens. Obviously, it's not how you want it to go. It's not how you script it, but it's never going to be easy. And, you got to deal with adversity because that stuff like that's going to happen later as the season goes on and into the playoffs. So it's just part of the game. It's not how you want it to go, but you got to learn from it.
We'll go next to Ken Weaver from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Weaver.
Pierre-Luc, you talked last week about the importance of getting a practice in with your new line mates. What was the biggest benefit to that going into the game tonight?
Yeah, well, we were talking about a bit having no practices. I mean, I'm the new guy in here. I've played, 20-some games, but everything's still new, and the practice reps are in the game. So yesterday to have a practice felt good. We did some 2-on-2 things, some 2-on-2 work, some 2-on-1 stuff like that, just to get a feel from my line mates. It feels good, brings confidence, I think, also. But when you're playing with good players like we have in this dressing room, they always make it easy for you out there. And they talk a lot. They're good players, but also good people, good teammates. So they're trying to make it easier for me out there.
We'll go next to Mike McIntyre from the Winnipeg Free Press. Go ahead, Mike.
Thanks, Gregor. Pierre-Luc, what's it like to stare down the other team's goaltender, the guy that you put 2 pucks by tonight, and see him wearing a mask with your team's logo on it? Did you have any dealings with Anton Forsberg just when he was here for that brief stint, and what's that like?
Yeah, I was with him for a bit in Columbus, my first year, I think, in my first training camp. So I knew him from there, and then obviously coming here, met him or saw him again. But he's a really good guy. He worked really hard when he was here. He didn't play, but he was always on the ice, giving it his all and trying to get better. And I'm happy for him. He played a good game tonight. He had 40-something shots, and he kept them in the game. So I was happy for him out there.
We'll go next to Jeff Hamilton from the Winnipeg Free Press. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Pierre-Luc, as someone who prides himself on playing a 200-foot game in all situations, what can you say about a guy like Andrew Kopp, who contributes 5-on-5, can also obviously play the PK and is playing power play too? Yeah,
he's. I think you win with players like that. You need every kind of player in your lineup, but to have a guy like him, look at their entire line. To have a line like that, you can use them offensively, defensively. To go get the momentum back, whatever you need. Those 3 guys, but they do a really good job for our team. And when I used to play against the Jets, I saw a lot of him, and he was a player that I didn't like playing against because he plays hard. He's strong in the puck. He can make plays also. So to have a player like that on your team, it really helps. It really helps, I think, also as the season goes on, as the playoffs start, as the game gets faster and tighter. Guys like that always show up.
We'll go next to Sean Reynolds from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Sean.
That's right. Thanks, Gregor. Pierre-Luc, a lot of your goals have come off primary assists from Blake Wheeler. Give me, how would you describe the chemistry that you two have built so far?
Yeah, I think it's developing still. He's a great passer, so he makes it easy out there sometimes. But we talked a bit with Sash too. The practice yesterday felt good, and like I said, 2-on-2s, 2-on-1s, stuff like that. It helps, but he sees the ice so well that I just have to get in that open space, and it's more often than not on my blade. And staffs too. It just makes it really easy for me out there, whether it's in the D zone or the O zone. And like I said before, they're 2 great people, 2 great guys. So they're always talking to me, telling me where they want me out there and stuff like that.
We'll go next to Ken Weaver from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Weaver.
Pierre-Luc, how's your comfort level with that second power play unit, the more you've been used on it?
Yeah, it's getting better. Before coming here, I'd seen pretty much every position on the power play, so I never really had time to adjust to a position, to get familiar, get good reads and stuff like that. So I've been on that half wall since I've been here. getting more and more comfortable doing video with Jamie, talking to the guys, to Pete, to Nikki, to Copper and Frenchie. But I think I'm getting more and more comfortable. Like I said, it takes time to get familiar with the position and to become an expert at it. But I'm trying my best to get